From Boston, Mass. This evening, we're at in now, Adalberto Mondesi, and we are set for baseball
leading
here
off
this
tonight
evening.
for Kansas City, the shortstop, Adalberto
Right side, but it's well fouled.
Mondesi.
Guys, this Red Sox ball
First
club
pitch,
entering play here
7-10.
tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Devo, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
The next 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has
Batting
good
second,
wheels off base,
the left fielder,
and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep
Gordon.
that guy off the base path.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now. Eovaldi certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Batting third,
Whit
second
Merrifield
baseman.
next to hit.
Whit
He had a couple of hits in
Merrifield.
yesterday's contest. Popped him up. Devers is there, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi, and he enters play today, currently
off
fifth in the
for the
American
Red
League
Sox.
in hitting.
This guy
The
can
left
do
fielder,
just about everything when he's in the
Andrew
lineup. In the top 5 in
Benintendi.
the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging a bat. He can get on base, too.
0-2 the count to Benintendi.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Bonifacio's under it. One away.
batting second, the second baseman, number 23.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. There's strike two on a fastball right down the middle.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Mondesi scoops it up. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Batting
Here's
third,
J.D. Martinez.
the designated
He currently
hitter.
sits atop the home run
J.D.
leaderboard and seems to be heating up even
Martinez.
more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs,
Batting
but they
fourth,
always say with your man
the
coming
shortstop,
up, the number 4-hole
Xander
monster, as soon as he steps in the
Bogaerts.
batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Skied into straightaway right. Bonifacio on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Reds. So digging in now, Jorge Soler.
Leading off
get us started in the top of the second.
Hitter, Jorge
and it's fouled away. Soler is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot. Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
That is it.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Now another 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here comes another 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts coasts under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So next to the plate for the Royals, Salvador Perez. And he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
The right fielder, Jorge Bonifacio.
And he takes strike 2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
The next 0-2. And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Number 9 stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Here's
leading off
first
for the
at
Red
for him
Sox,
as he enters play
the right
third
fielder,
in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
High and deep to left center field. Gordon going back, and it's gone into the monster seats. A solo home run there for Mookie. 45 home runs now on the campaign as the Red Sox get the game's first run. It's 1-0. Rafael Devers, the next to bat, as he begins this one as the fourth leading hitter in the American League.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside. Devers stands at second with no outs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
Batting it, the first baseman.
Now at the plate, Sam Travis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Called strike. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's off the Green Monster.
Batting ninth.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here's Jackie Bradley now. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. 2 hits in 7 tries. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Merrifield brings it in, and there are 2 away now.
Now
the left-handed hitting
Andrew
Benintendi stands
Andrew Benintendi.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Here it comes on 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bonifacio is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Travis is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now
so
batting,
with one away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current
Adalberto
standings entering play. As you can see
Mondesi.
that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi, 0 for 1 here in the early going. One out, nobody on. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. One and two, the count to the Royals shortstop.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1 and 2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Alex Gordon, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
The count now at 2 and 2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and he pops him up. Devers in foul ground, and no one will track it down.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. KC down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Now at the plate, number 23, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
For the
One
Red
of the
Sox,
keys to securing a win.
the second
They
baseman,
want to keep the pressure
number
on
23.
and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get in.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Phillips ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball
Now
right
batting,
here. Tried to
the
sneak a
designated
fastball
hitter,
in on him. No
JD
way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Now to the plate, J.D. Martinez. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on to this pace, he could end the year with over 75 home runs.
And I would love nothing more than to see him do it. This is historic. This is why you pay the price of a ticket. You want to see this guy get his 4 at-bats. Can't tell you how monumental it would be for not only him but for the game to see him get to 75 home runs.
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Xander
into the box now. Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gordon on the move. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset. Get him to forget about the negative and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Bogarts leads off second with one gone in the inning. Line towards center field. Phillips is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Vasquez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while. You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play,
now
a run comes across to score. Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Jorge.
So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. And that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
Jackie Bradley Jr. is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Bradley is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a first-round pick back in 2000. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. Boston's out in front. Stepping into the box, Whit Merrifield. He starts the inning, and they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Royals.
Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. 1 away for the Royals here in the 4th. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. In there, and it's 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jorge Soler goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Digging in, Hunter Dozier. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field.
Leading off.
He said that always seems to be a recipe for success. And there's 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Andrew Benintendi is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
0-2.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Line toward right center. Phillips is right there, 1 down.
Now
so his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Fastball called for strike 2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The throw into second, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Now batting.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall. He's looking really good in this one.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Oh, and 2, here it is. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Here's a shot to left field and deep. On to Lansdowne and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Roll, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go?
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. Number 36 on the year for him as they push this lead up to 9 now.
Now batting.
Stepping in,
the right
Betts.
fielder.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Phillips is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox fourth. And that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike. 3 runs already home here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Merrifield picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We played 4 full. The Red Sox lead it 9-0. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
13.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and belted to left by Perez. This one's deep, and it bangs off the monster. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
So up until this point, they've had to bite and scratch for every single thing. But he puts a good swing on this one and nearly knocks it out of the park. So we'll see if it's contagious and his partner can pick him up right here.
Jorge Bonifacio will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. And now this is bobbled in left. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now
so some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Digging in to try it again. Number 9 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit in the air to right field. Betts has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Brett Phillips will bat next. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Perez at third. Bonifacio is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this
now
guy.
Batting.
He's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes. And right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you
throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex.
Striding in once again, Alex Gordon. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-roll pitches are being told high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 9-2. Ready once again, Christian Vasquez.
Leading
it was
off
an RBI double for him
Sox.
in his last turn to the plate.
Catcher.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. There's strike 2 as it catches the outside corner.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now batting, Sam Travis. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line towards center field. Phillips is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Jackie Bradley
Digging
Jr.
in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, that's just a case, D-roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes.
Now
Jumps
batting,
ahead,
left
0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
The 0-1 delivery. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Jorge Soler.
Strike taken up in the zone. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Bogarts waits on it. 1 away.
Up next for the Royals.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Dozier. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
First offering on its way. Grounded foul off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. KC down in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Striding in for Boston, number 23.
For the Red Sox.
A couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point.
Number 23.
And a curveball in for a strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in, J.D. Martinez. As we mentioned earlier, vying for the league's home run crown, and he certainly helped this cause in this one, adding 2 notches to his homer total so far.
Yeah, I think when he woke up with his morning coffee today, he would have clocked in 2 bombs and been okay with it. This at-bat right here is just gravy for him.
Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. Hard liner to center field. Phillips is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Liner towards second, and that's in there. Base hit. And to score, the runner from second.
You know, D-Row, you know you've been a pretty productive player. You can collect
third baseman
in your career. With that base hit right there, that's RBI number 500.
Yeah, it's a testament not only to this guy's talent, but his work ethic. The ability to stay healthy, stay on the field, and be productive. 500 RBIs is a lot of runs batted in.
Ready with the 0-1. Strike taken, the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gordon is there, and that's the third out. On 2 hits in the inning for Boston. And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. First delivery to him on the way.
Please.
Fouled off.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 37, Heath.
0-1, here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that
number 9.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jorge Bonifacio goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. In now, number 9, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. He's got it, and very quickly they're 2 down to start the inning.
The center fielder.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Brett Phillips. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And now a pitch on the way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that
Ladies
will do
gentlemen,
it. Royals go down 1-2-3. And the lead
inning
stays
stretch.
at 8. It's
Your
Brian
attention,
Flynn
please.
enters now in a mop-up
Now
role as he'll
pitching for
try
the
to keep
Royals.
the deficit right where it is.
Number 73, Brian.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Now batting, first baseman.
At the plate, Sam Travis. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Ready with another 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gordon is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the
Stepping
center
in and
fielder,
ready for another
Jackie
shot. Jackie Bradley Jr.
Bradley
It was a single for him in his
Jr.
last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
2 strikes.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Bonifacio's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adalberto Mondesi. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Brandon Workman is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 44.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Workman.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Devers is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4.
Striding in, Alex Gordon. In his career versus this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in now, Whit Merrifield. Who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. Liner towards second. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
In is Jorge Soler. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
1-2.
Merrifield leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Royals leave 1. And the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. So stepping in, Andrew Benintendi.
Leading
it
off
was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The
that's a crazy at bat right there.
23.
Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets a third one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
There's a fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Pitch popped up. Perez calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
So striding forward now, J.D. Martinez. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
The batter, number 2.
So
shortstop,
here's the cleanup hitter,
Xander
Bogaerts. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Standing in, Hunter Dozier starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats, you can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Yulise Chassin comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now back.
Standing in, Jorge Bonifacio. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Kansas City, good night.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further.
Tuesday night baseball set to come your way from Fenway Park in Boston tonight. Digging in, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
Number 23 will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. Nothing in one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So coming to the plate, Alex Gordon. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, and Gordon becomes out number 2 now.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. So far on the year, Merrifield has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. KC down in order, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Number 32 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad.
The left fielder.
And recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And that'll hop over the wall out there as he starts the home first with a ground rule double.
Number 23.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Benintendi leads off second with nobody out. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak rolling, D-Row?
We're still a big believer in batting average, Matty. In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
In there, strike 2. Pierce, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was an 8th-round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The next 0-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. The next 0-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts.
Not shortstop.
Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as 3rd best in the American League. A high fastball is in there. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2. The 0-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Mondesi picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. In is Jorge Soler. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 0 for 5. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
Fouled away. Sale's ready. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding in, Rafael Devers as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And you can see right there he currently sits second on the Red Sox in that category. Here's Brock Holt now, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Called strike 0-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Devers stands at second with no outs. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. He pulls this one into right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Throw won't get him.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Sandy Leon comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And he takes strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield, get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score as the Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
Batting it, the first baseman.
Now in the box, Sam Travis. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Strike taken up in the zone.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets the third one, and hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
No balls and a strike to count. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Fastball called for strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Coming to the plate now. 9. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. One away.
Bonifacio.
Into the box now, Jorge Bonifacio. And that's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now.
Number 11.
He took a hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Settling in now, number 11. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. KC down in order. It remains 1-0. Back to the top of the order now, and up next the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi.
The left fielder, Andrew.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Benintendi.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Hold strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 23.
Stepping up now, number 23. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit
Up
on
next
the
for the Red
absolute
Sox.
screws. One's right
The
at one guy,
designated
and
hitter.
then one's a single.
He-
Go figure.
Here.
Here's Steve Pearce now, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And it's off the green monster. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse
batter,
to see why
number
this
2.
guy is a
Shortstop,
legitimate MVP
Xander
candidate this season. Whenever he gets a
Bogaerts.
chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Pearce, the runner at second with one away. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Line towards center field. Number 11 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rafael Devers, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
2 out here and a runner at second. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game. The tag from Perez. He's out at the plate. Digging in the switch hitter, Adalberto Mondesi back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Gordon comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Bradley, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball.
Now batting,
Brock Holt
catcher
is dealt with for
Sandy.
the first out in the bottom of the inning. In there, 0-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Bonifacio in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting,
At
first
the plate,
baseman
Sam Travis. He
Sam
reached on a single in his first try.
Travis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat. 0-1. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching, too. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Soler is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Dozier.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. KC down in order. Still down 3-0. Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Leading off
flew out in
for
his
the
last
Red
at-bat.
Sox, the center fielder, Jackie
First pitch of the
Bradley
at-bat on its way.
Jr.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bonifacio is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
So
left
the base
fielder,
is empty here with
Andrew
one away. And up next, the exciting
Benintendi.
left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Oh, 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Number 11 is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting. Number
Ready now,
23.
number 23. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, number 9. He starts off the inning against a
Leading
guy
off
who
for
struck
Kansas
out
City,
the side last
first
inning.
baseman,
How did they get to him
number
here?
9.
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Number 9 goes down to become the
batter,
first out in the 6th
the right
inning.
fielder, Jorge Bonifacio.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched
The
at the
batter,
plate the last couple of
number
games.
11.
That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Into the box now, number 11, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Holt is there, and that retires the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0.
Your
Number
attention,
63
please.
enters from the
Now
bullpen
pitching
to
for
do the pitching.
Royals, number 63.
Striding forward now is the DH, Steve
Leading
Pierce.
off
A
for
hit
the
and
Red
2
Sox,
tries for him so far.
the designated hitter, Steve.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Number 11 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter,
One gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Lo.
Now batting,
and to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
That's a strike to throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And you can see right there he currently sits second on the Red Sox in that category. Set to deliver the 0-1. In there now the throw. He's in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Going after it is Gordon. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He started out the evening 0-2 so far. Pete Hembree is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Now pitching for the
fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Pete
A swing and a ground ball to third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
1 out, nobody on. On the ground for the shortstop, Bogaerts. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and Gordon is retired here for the 2nd out.
The batter number
digging in once again, Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Weak grounder down the line at third. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. They've got a stretch here at Fenway. It's the Red Sox 3.
Your
Brian
attention,
Flynn
please.
gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Number 73, Brian.
Ready for another chance? Brock Holt. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to
now
throw another one.
But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Into the box, Sandy Leon, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bases are empty. One man out. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
striding
the
into the
baseman,
box, Sam Travis.
Sam
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. Strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Plate now is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. In his career against this pitcher, he's 1 for 2.
Soler.
First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Number 70.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here.
Hunter.
He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Standing in now, Hunter Dozier, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing. Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Holt is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. KC down in. Tim Hill is on the pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
The Royals, number 54, Tim Hill.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Jackie
in there, strike
Bradley.
1. Hill. A California-born ball player. He's a second-year big leaguer. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. Here it comes, 0-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Strike taken up in the zone. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Next
now
up for the Red Sox, number 23. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
Next will be the designated hitter, Steve Pearce. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Well, trying to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping into the box, number 9. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Brandon Workman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, number 11, down the 3rd baseline. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. KC down to their final strike in this one. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Strike 3 called, and it's over. A no-hitter.
Yeah, you know what's amazing? A combined no-hitter is even more rare than a complete game no-hitter. So it's not something you see every day or every year for that matter. And that's what you call a total team effort.
The final line score for
Wednesday night baseball now from Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston. David Price will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's one of the top strikeout pitchers in the league. Over
Leading off tonight for
225
Kansas City,
strikeouts so far
the
on this season alone.
Adalberto
And when he's on, you're going to see
Mondesi.
lots of swings and misses,
Pitch,
quality
7-11.
stuff, and he knows how to strike people out.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
With Merrifield next to hit. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Lifetime versus David Price. He's gone 3 for 8. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it. And
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Leading
off.
He
enters play
for
today,
the Red
currently
Sox.
5th in the American League in hitting.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
0-2 the count to Benintendi. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
In now, Brock Holt. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good 2-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2. You've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall
that
for a ground rule double.
The designated hitter.
This park where the fences are shorter, this is going to happen more often than any other ballparks.
And now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. fly ball out toward left center field. Going after it is Gordon. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Batting fourth.
Good opportunity for
Not
him to
shortstop.
add to his season RBI
Xander
total here, which currently sits
Bogaerts.
as third best in the American League. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike there, 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Number 11 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Red Sox. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals.
Leading up
Jorge Soler. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Ned. A combo platter, combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And how lucky is this pitching staff looking at this defensive alignment? 2 Gold Glovers in the outfield. In a day and age where everybody's trying to hit the ball in the air, look for everything to get caught today.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Hunter Dozier is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. KC down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So digging in now, Rafael Devers as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
The third baseman.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
In there, strike 2. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Here's Mookie Betts. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
This guy's had a super season so far, and we're well into the baseball season, so this isn't a fluke. He's been swinging the bat great all year.
Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder makes the play, 1 away.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively.
The catcher.
And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
A 1 pitch on its way. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. Devers is on his way home. And the Red Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He
Batting
has
it.
the hitter down
The
0-2
first
in the
baseman.
count. And instead of making him chase at something off the plate,
Here.
he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Hops this one up. Dozier has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jackie
Ready with
Bradley
the first pitch. Here it comes.
Jr.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bradley, originally from the state of Virginia, he was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the... Stepping in, number 9. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far in this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
So next to the plate for the Royals, number 11. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Fielded by Pierce, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3.
Back here now as the Red Sox are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gordon is there. 1 down.
Now
Here's Brock Holt now.
The second baseman.
1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. The next 0-2. Lazy fly ball out to center field. In comes the center fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second
now
out.
The designated hitter.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Called strike 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Mondesi is under it. And the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
Adalberto.
Right about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Time now for the Red Sox Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Now at the plate, Alex Gordon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One out, nobody on. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning.
The batter,
what's
number
even
50,
more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In now, Whit Merrifield. So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Now to the plate,
leading
Xander
off
Bogaerts.
for the
he
Red
flew
Sox
out in his last at bat.
the shortstop, Xander
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman.
One away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Out into right center, well hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap
now
has him in business right here with 1 away. And you can see on the graphic there, he currently leads the Red Sox in that department. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
The catcher, number 3.
The more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 0-1 count and the pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
The first baseman,
and now
number
time is called
25.
here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping into the box, Steve Pearce. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored. Looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was reading him up regardless.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 0-1 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Now batting. The third
so the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Under it is Bogarts, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
A ball and a strike now from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Off speed pitch, just missed inside.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. KC down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next,
Leading
the
off
exciting
for the
left-handed
Red
bat
Sox,
of Andrew
the
Benintendi.
left fielder, Andrew
First
Benintendi.
pitch on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Of course they feel good about
Now
the triple,
batting,
but I know
second
how
baseman,
managers think, and
Ross.
he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Tight break with the slider there. Catches the inside for a strike. And he takes strike 2. From the stretch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, with that
Up
base
next
hit
for the
right
Red
now,
Sox,
the lead's 3-0.
the
The way their
designated
pitcher's
hitter,
going, D-Row,
JD.
that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well
Martinez.
aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, toeing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Strike called. Now the throw down. And it's going to be in time as Perez fired a strike to get him that time. Breaking ball down around the knees, laid off and called a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And that's the second out.
The batter,
I'm no
number
hitting
2,
coach, but I know they
shortstop,
always preach,
Xander.
if you're going to swing.
Bogart.
Second-guessed himself on that one.
And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. On 2 hits in the inning for Boston. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
number 9.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Royals,
And that'll bring up Jorge
right
Bonifacio, looking to
Jorge
put the ball in play here.
Bonifacio.
He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And the Royals are in the hit column.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit
Now
alert,
back.
Dan. I know you were
Number
privy
11.
to that. 6th inning right here. They finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Up next for the Royals, the
So it's a
shortstop,
runner at first with 2 men
Adalberto
out. And striding toward the
Mondesi.
plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. 0-1 the count. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Bryce ready with another 0-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. One left for Kansas City. Still down 3-0.
Ladies
Kevin
and
McCarthy
gentlemen,
enters
your
to do the
attention,
pitching
please.
in the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for the Royals.
Digging in
Number
and looking
61,
for more, Rafael
Devers.
Devers. He doubled earlier
McCarthy.
and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. And that one right down Main Street.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last two pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one. Digging in, Mookie
Now
Betts.
batting.
He doubled
The
his
right
last
fielder.
time through.
Mookie Betts.
In there for strike one, 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
The catcher, number 3.
Two men are gone now in
Sandy.
the Boston half of the sixth. And
Leon.
up next, it'll be the catcher, Sandy Leon. In there for strike one. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning.
The first baseman, number
Here's Steve
25.
Pierce now. He'll go
Here.
after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. 4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gordon going back, and it bangs off the monster. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, there's another base knock right
The
there.
batter.
Hitting streak now
The
up
center
to
fielder.
8 games.
Yeah, no doubt
Jackie.
about it. Well, 8 games.
Bradley.
Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a
Junior.
little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. Pierce at second with 2 down. Scoring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And he'll be thrown out at first, so that didn't go quite according to plan. Stepping up to the plate, Alex Gordon. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And there's out number 1.
The batter, number 15.
Stepping
Second
in,
baseman.
Whit Merrifield. Going to strike out victim twice in this one. Popped up. Devers is there for it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So here's the Royals DH, Jorge Soler. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Fouled off. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning.
For the traditional 7th inning, Reds. Your attention, please.
It's the foul from
now
the pen to take over on the mound and start the home
number
7.
28, Jorge Lopez.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He's working on a 1-for-3
Leading
thus
off
far.
for the Red Sox.
Right there for
The
strike
left
one.
fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Number 11 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now
good
batting,
contact to start
the
out the
second
inning.
baseman.
Thought he might be on
Rock.
base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Brock Holt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Lopez, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Strike two.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
On the ground to the right side. Merrifield scoops it up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated
Digging in
hitter,
to try it again.
J.D.
Martinez. He was a ground out
Martinez.
victim last time up. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Martinez will round first and head for second now. He hit the corner and tries for third. And as you see right there,
now
this
batting,
streak will
shortstop,
continue as he inches
Sander
forward up the all-time list.
Bogart.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row. Think about this. He's in the 30s right now. He's basically gone like 4 weeks when he's gone to bed every night, and he probably sleeps pretty comfortably knowing that he got a base hit in every game.
Oh, man, his dinner tastes better. His wife got prettier. Without question, this is a month he'll never forget.
First offering on its way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Squeeze attempt, but it's popped up. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. Into the box now, Hunter Dozier, 0 for 2
Leading
on
up
his
for
line
Kansas
thus
City,
far. Marcus
the third
Walden
baseman,
has been summoned from the
Hunter
bullpen as he'll do
Dozier.
so to start the 8th.
Your attention, please.
First delivery
Now
to him on the
Red
way.
Sox.
Fought
Number
off at the plate
64.
as it's chopped foul.
Marcus Walden.
Both Sox are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Holt ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding in
up
once again,
Jorge
Bonifacio.
Right
he
fielder.
singled his last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Popped him up. Pierce has room in foul territory. Oh, and he whiffs on it. Line toward the gap in left center. So this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning.
Ladies
Brian
and
Flynn
your
goes on to
attention,
pitch
please.
out of the bullpen in the
Now
bottom half of the
Royals.
eighth.
Number
Now batting,
73.
Rafael Devers.
Brian
He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bonifacio moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now,
Mookie
Mookie Betts. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. On to Lansdowne and gone. A solo home run there for Mookie. 46 now for him on the season as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
The catcher, number 3, Sandy.
That pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Flynn has pitched just under 60 innings, and when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5, so he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately.
Now batting, first
baseman. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Line drive to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. The relay. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
The batter, the center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley
Jackie
now.
Bradley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the
Junior.
first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
0-1.
Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Digging in, number 11. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The center fielder, number 11. Your
Elise
attention, please.
Chassin comes on
Now
from the
pitching
pen,
for the
hoping
Red
to
Sox.
finish this one off here
Number
in the top of the
43.
9th.
Jolie.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the Royals are going to get a man into scoring position right away on the leadoff double.
Now batting.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Benintendi arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down. Ready once again, Alex Gordon. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The 0-2 delivery. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V.
Struck him out, and the Red Sox finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets
the final line score for our ball game tonight.
We could say
for the
this
victorious
now.